Hello everyone, my name is WeakChin22 and today I'm going to be telling you all a little story about how a gamer girl managed to stop a thief from stealing a laptop. I know a lot of you right now are probably thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Please bear with me, please, for the love of God, it's a good story. It's probably not a good story, but I don't know what the fuck else to talk about, to be honest. Now, for those of you who don't know, I actually work at a computer shop where we fix and sell laptops and stuff, and every time I'm going to refer to a gamer girl, I am of course talking about my fucking self. Come on, you really think I know a gamer girl? Fucking shit. Now, let's move on to the actual story, shall we? So about 2 weeks ago now, I was working in my shop. Nothing really special happens in the shop. I wouldn't say it's very busy, it's often very quiet. I'm usually just sat around fixing something, or literally just waiting for a customer to come in. Now, on this special day, I noticed a group of kids come into the shop. I call them kids. I don't think they were kids, actually. The one was like 20 something. I'll get onto that in a moment. But they're all looking around the shop, didn't really think anything of it. They started asking a couple of questions. The main guy who was asking questions, which is going to be very important later on, he was a bit thick, a bit dense. Probably dense is more of an accurate word. He was clearly on some sort of drug, but nothing really special. He wanted to try and sell me a phone. Didn't really want the phone because I didn't really like the looks of him, so I kind of just brushed him off. Didn't really think anything of it then. We get that happening quite a lot. Now, the whole day goes perfectly fine. Nothing really special happens. And then, 10 to 5, 10 minutes left till I go home, looking very forward to it. And then two of the boys from that group decide to come back in again. The thick one and some other random guy. I don't know, I've never really paid attention to him. Anyway, they started asking me questions. The guy wanted to buy an Xbox 360, or I think it was an Xbox One, to be honest with you. I showed him one behind the cabinet. Obviously, you couldn't really grab that one because it's behind the cabinet. He had a look at it, didn't really want it, although he said he still wanted one. The other guy was saying then he wanted some tablets. Next to the door of the shop, we have a cabinet with all, like, tablets and phones and shit. He started asking me questions about the ones in there. Directly behind him then was the other boy, and this is the one who was very thick and very drugged up, I suppose is a good word to say. Anyway, I noticed him at the corner of my eye. He was just standing next to the door. Possibly our fault, but some of our laptops, the way they're displayed for the customers, about two of them are pretty close to the door, but we kind of trust people who come into the shop, as you should, but I suppose on this day we should have been a bit more vigilant, but oh well. So anyway, the other guy was asking me questions about tablets and stuff in the cabinet. He was clearly trying his hardest to distract me, but my unique vision made me see everything. That sounds really fucking gay. So anyway, the other guy was asking me questions, and then I noticed that motherfucker, that dopey motherfucker at the back, snatched a laptop. I immediately looked at him, he looked at me right in the eyes, and I just screamed, that motherfucker just nicked a laptop. Now, luckily enough, because where I was working at the time was an indoor market, a lot of the shop owners know each other and we're all very good friends with each other. Literally, as soon as I screamed that motherfucker just nicked a laptop, the other shop owner that was right next to us, my god, he ran like Forrest Gump. Straight away, I jumped over the counter, pushed the other guy out of the shop, fucking launched him out of the shop, motherfucker. I knew if I was going to leave him in there by himself, he would have just ransacked the place and run off with as much as he could because there would have been no one in there watching him. Luckily enough, right outside the shop was the market owner waiting to close up the whole bloody place, which I feel sorry for now. Lovely lady. Anyway, I told her to keep an eye on the other guy. She did, kind of. Me, myself, then decided to give chase to the guy as well, which didn't work out very well because I weigh like 18 stone, and you can't really run very quick when you're 18 stone. I should probably work on that. I'll be honest, I got to about the halfway mark, and then I realized Forrest Gump was still chasing the guy. My god, he was running at him very good. So I kind of give up back then. I wouldn't say I gave up, but it was definitely a slow jog. Right behind me then was a pet shop owner, which, my god, this guy is massive, so that was quite good. I pointed him in the right direction, and he pretty much shot up there straight away, which is quite fantastic. Eventually then, I did manage to catch up to everyone, and it was pretty much just in time because they had literally just caught him by the time I got there, which is quite good. Also as well, there was an old man. I think he was an old man, I can't remember. He was pretty vague at the time, but it was an old man as well who also helped out, and he literally grabbed hold of the boy at the last minute. Which, by the way, I'm going to talk more about this old man in a minute, because although he helped out, which is very nice, he did something else which is pretty fucking shit in my eyes. But anyway, we grabbed hold of the guy, bring him back to the shop. We didn't really drag him back to the shop. He was kind of cooperative, to be honest, but then again, he had like 3 guys surrounding him, so I think anyone would probably try and cooperate at that point. So we grabbed him by the scruff of his shoulder, brought him back to the shop, sat him down, and my god, it was quite fun. Take a look at this.
Just thieving little cunt there, look. Mouthing off now because he's been caught. He's waiting here for the police.
No, you're threatening him, mate.
Look at the old prick.
I won't tell you where you fucking live.
Thieving a laptop and running off, but he couldn't run quick enough out of breath because he's fucked up on drugs or something.
No.
I wouldn't say that video went viral, but it did kind of like shoot up to like nearly 100,000 views overnight on Facebook, which was, yeah, that's kind of big. That was quite good. That was quite funny. For whatever reason, he was trying to squirm out of the whole situation by saying he was a minor, e.g. someone who's under the age of 16. I'm not sure what it's like in other countries, but that's what it's apparently like in the UK. But he kept going on and on and on about how we assaulted a minor, which all we really did was literally just grab hold of him and drag him back to the shop. Luckily enough, when the police did come, they actually said, what do you expect? You stole a laptop from their shop. They're not going to exactly be calm with you. And then it turns out then this kid isn't actually a minor. The stupid motherfucker was like 22 years of age. What the fuck? But anyway, the next day then I find out he's been questioned, blah blah blah. He's being sent to court. He's admitted stealing the laptop. Apparently he's already come out of prison once. He's possibly going to go back in. That makes me quite happy. So this was a very good day. Everything went pretty much smoothly, as in catching the guy and getting our laptop back, which we did. Very good. But now you're probably wondering, what did that old man do to help you out but then suddenly piss you off? Well, the next day we had a phone call off the local newspaper. Apparently that old man decided to phone them up and tell them everything that happened, and they decided to write an article about it. We thought to ourselves, you know what? That's pretty good. I think we can do that. So the guy is asking us a couple of questions. He's doing it over the phone. Asked me stuff like, did the old man help out? Did I see that the old man have a daughter? Anything like that. I basically told the newspaper article, no, I didn't see anything about a girl. I literally just saw an old man, briefly hold on to him, and then after that, it disappeared. We never saw him ever again. All was well. We thought the next day we're going to have some praise in the newspaper saying how well we did, blah, 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 blah. And then we actually saw what they wrote on that fucking article. About 10% of that article was how well me and the other two shopkeepers decided to chase after the boy and grab all of him. The other 90% was how this 4-foot-tall girl was able to chase down this guy, grab hold of him. Bear in mind, the article said he was 6'2", which he clearly fucking wasn't. He was like barely 5 foot himself. Saying all this shit like, oh, my daughter grabbed hold of him. She chased him down. I told her not to chase him, but she didn't listen to me. I'm so proud of her, blah, blah, blah. Alright, mate, I'm very thankful you helped us out very briefly. You did kind of point us in the right direction at the last minute, but we kind of already knew where he was anyway. I am very thankful that you decided to help out, but why the fuck are you trying to make yourself look like a fucking hero for doing 10% of the work? To be honest with you, I have really got to thank the other two shopkeepers. If it really wasn't for them, that kid would have fucking got away with that laptop, and that would have been a huge fucking downer for the business. But this article mentioned very little about that, and that really pissed me the fuck off. I really didn't care if it had anything to do with me in it. It didn't have anything to do with those other two guys, and that really pissed me off big time. So then the next day after that there, my boss phones up the newspaper company. He tells them he's not really happy that the article they'd initially put up was pretty much false and just full of lies and shit. They then decide to come back the next day and do some shitty article about how the shop owner was very thankful for the 3 guys who helped capture the laptop and the thief. Should have said that the other way around. But anyway, here's the shitty photo they took. Here's the shitty eye stroke thing that I have going. I don't really know why I do that in a thing. But yes, very good day. Very bizarre situation after the whole thing happened, to be honest with you. It was very strange, very odd for me. But anyway, enough of that rambling now. That's a story about how a gamer girl helped to capture a thief. Anyway, that's it for my first time ever commentary style of video. I wouldn't say it's my first time, but it's probably one I've had something decent to talk about. Probably wasn't that decent, but oh well, I did try to talk about something. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe and all that shit. I'm probably going to do more videos like these. They are kind of fun to do, so there we go. Fantastic, and I hope to see you all sometime in the near future. My name is Mr. Chin22. That was a very unfunny joke.